Hey everybody, we're here with another video of a StarCraft match. This time, rather than a ladder match, we've got a custom map. What do we have here? We've got Bone Man, Putrid Talent, and Doomsday on one side. We've got Dragoon, June, Gonzo, and Purple Ravioli on the other. This custom map is Megaton Quick Start, I believe, where when you make your workers, they spawn pretty much instantaneously. The first couple minutes of the match, we have no scouting, no attack, to allow for us to build up our armies and get things established. So we're going to go through some of the beginning. It puts a little bit of music on. For the most part, I'm just going to let this game play out. I'll slow it down for a couple portions to point out a couple noteworthy elements of the game. Other than that, hope you like it. So I'll go over a little bit of what I was doing in this game and my reasoning for it. So I've placed some mines on the entrances to our main base with the expectation that June is most likely going to start off with a Zergling rush to take out our mineral lines. So I figure some of these mines should slow them down a little bit and give us a little bit of a chance to respond if need be, if we're not quite ready. We're coming up on attack time pretty soon here. We're at about the 7-minute mark. We've got about another minute and a half before attack time is good to go. So I've placed some tanks out on the outside perimeter as well, just in case we have some bigger units other than just Zerglings to start off with. So here we go with the first attack. So June has gone for one of Bone Man's expansions. Very good idea. Shut down that resource farming. And obviously those Zerglings take that out very quickly, very easily. So down goes one of Bone Man's expansions. Now we still got the one up here in the top corner that's bringing in those resources and going to allow him to pump out the airships that he needs. Now June's decided to advance to our main base with the Zerglings. He's taken out some of Putrid's Dragoons. This is where the mines are coming in handy. We've got a few on the outside here. They're taking out the Zerglings. Putrid's units are also putting up a bit of a fight there. He's got some more stalkers coming in. Okay, so that first attack from June has been shut down. He was able to take out an expansion from Bone Man, but overall it didn't get into the main base. So we're still able to continue mining. So we've got Purple starting to advance with his air army. At this point in time, we're unaware of this, obviously. They get to the perimeter of the base, and there we go. They start attacking Putrid's Stargates, so that's going to shut down the ability for Putrid to get an army going. As this starts, Bone Man has his voids and some carriers ready to go, but rather than advancing before we've actually got a fleet, we're going to wait a little bit until we've got some kind of army to repel this attack. So I've positioned my Thors with Bone Man's air fleet, and then we make it go to repel what Purple has sent over. So June begins sending his Zerglings up to Bone Man's secondary expansion, external expansion. So as this is happening, I'm obviously, there's a notice in game that your partner's under attack. I see what's going on. I feel that from here he's going to send his Zerglings into our main base. So I prepare for that to cut him off. So I send out the Thors I have along with the mines just to cut off the easiest path to get to our base. And here we go. And the Zerglings are on their way. The mines do majority of their work. Thors finish off whatever's left. Then I return back to the main base. And purple starts advancing on us again. Little do we know, he's coming from the bottom portion of our base and we're at the top part. So at this point I was moving toward the opponent's main base. We were going to continue to advance, but we decided to protect our base rather than moving forward. So we retreat back to our base, and we're able to trap Purple and June between our forces on the outside and Bone Man's new forces on the inside. And once again, the Corruptors are wreaking havoc on Bone Man's air fleet. So I'm able to move the mines in closer to the air attack from the opponents, which they're able to do what they need to do.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see.
And we end up with a bit of a
surprise, motherfucker.
Dragoon teleports his battle cruisers in. Luckily, my mines were still submerged.
I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
So at this point, I've decided I'm just going to continue advancing on the opponents rather than retreating to protect. Bone Man still has air fleet coming out, so I figure that he'll be able to use that to repel any Zerglings that are able to get into our base.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
So we've been able to wipe out Dragoon's command centers. And so he's got his production and his supply left, but he doesn't have any command center, so he's not able to continue collecting resources. And Bone Man is still advancing into June's portion of the shared base. June has just left the game. Majority of his base has been wiped out, so the game is pretty much over for him at this point. And we have Putrid bringing in his Void Rays. And that's that. Alright, hope you enjoyed.